Welcome to Glasgow. My name is Will Burford. I'm from the West Midlands of England and I am a season ticket holder at West Bromwich Albion Football Club. I love my football, and when the Albion aren't playing, I always do go down and watch some of my local non-league sides. My dad has followed Glasgow Rangers for all his life, and over the last few seasons or so, I have definitely built up a soft spot for the Glasgow Rangers. From watching them complete that comeback against Braga in the Europa League just before COVID, to watching Steven Gerrard's men stop Celtic from winning 10 league titles in a row, to watching them go on that incredible journey in the Europa League last season to get to the final in Sevilla. I love the passion, the history and everything about the Rangers fan base and the club as a whole. It was my 16th birthday on Friday the 3rd of February, and for my birthday my parents got me VIP tickets for Rangers vs Ross County at Ibrox on Saturday the 4th of February. I had never been to Ibrox before and I was super excited to see the famous ground with my own eyes. However, I had a long journey ahead of me to get to Ibrox. On Friday evening, my club West Bromwich Albion played Coventry City, and I saw the Baggies grab all 3 points on my birthday. It was straight home, straight to bed, and a very early morning travelling up to Glasgow the next day. Let's see how it went. Welcome to Glasgow, but more importantly, welcome to Ibrox Stadium, home to Rangers, 55-time champions of the Scottish Premier League, the most successful team in football. And just arriving here at Ibrox Stadium, I can already feel the amount of passion and support this football club has. Got here nice and early today after a fairly long drive up from the West Midlands in England. In the fan zone now, having a pre-match drink. Had a walk around Ibrox. Really do like the ground. You see, it's a very historic ground. It's got a great bit of character. Really looking forward to the game now. So inside Ibrox Stadium now in the VIP lounge. I've had some very posh food to eat, some nice drinks. It's really nice in here, to be fair. So just stepped out to have a look at the ground, and it's someplace. This is one of my favourite ever grounds, if not my favourite ever ground. Fantastic. There's so much character about this place, and I was going to say this outside as well. It's just bucket list things for me today. You know, ticking off the bucket list. I've seen this ground so many times on TV. I've seen, you know, the outside of the ground so many times on TV. You know, all the roads, all the gates. And you know, to finally see it with my own eyes is absolutely incredible. I've got some view for this game as well, but I'm just sitting here taking it all in. It doesn't feel real. Incredible place. You know, think all the fantastic moments that have happened on that football pitch out there. You know, all those special European nights last season. Old Firm wins. Title wins. Incredible. Lundstrom goes off injured, gets replaced by Tillman. Hopefully he's okay, but it's been a good start to this game. About 11 minutes in, really good view from these seats, and the Union Bears are in full voice at the moment, having stopped since kick-off. About 37 minutes into this game, and it's been all Rangers, to be fair. They've done everything but score. They've created a lot of chances, been a bit wasteful at times. Could easily be 2-3-0 up in this game, but Ross County haven't created anything at all. They're not in the game. Union Bears still singing loud and proud, but I'd love a goal just before half time. Half time, 1-0 to Rangers. Malik Tillman with the goal. I think they deserve that, to be fair. You know, they've been fully dominant. Ross County have not been in the game at all. I'd say Rangers could be 2, 3, 4-0 up. They've wasted quite a few chances. Morelos has been quite wasteful. But this experience has been fantastic so far, to be honest. Just to see the uni of theirs in my own eyes. To see the players walk out to simply the best. Something that I'll never forget. Hopefully we can see the Jers score a few more goals in the second half. One Ross County get a goal back, take the corner short, put a good ball into the box, and they header it in. They've had a good 5 minutes or so, to be fair. Rangers have gone quiet. Ross County started to come back into the game, create a few more chances. Be very interesting to see how the Rangers respond now. Ryan Kane came very close there, nearly produced a little bit of magic. Hit, I don't know if it's the bar or post, but very unlucky. Rangers have a big free kick now on the edge of the box. Very, very dangerous position. Two 1 to the Glasgow Rangers. Barisic with the goal. Good free kick, to be fair. Can't quite work out if it's a good deflection off the wall or it is a clean strike.
but it found its way into the back of the net regardless, and Rangers get that all-important goal.
Is number 13, Todd Cantwell.
Well, what an experience that was. Rangers got the win 2-1 over Ross County. Not the most convincing of performances, but Michael Beale is still yet to lose a game as Rangers manager. Ross County sort of sat back and tried to play for a draw, but were unsuccessful. But I want to thank everyone at Rangers Football Club yesterday for making my experience so fantastic. From the stewards outside of the ground, literally walking us to the fan zone, to all the people, all the waiters who, served us food and drink yesterday, and especially to a man called Steve, who took us on our own private tour of the trophy room after the game, as it was my 16th birthday. I could tell Steve was a very passionate Rangers fan and was, willing to give up his time to make sure our experience was really good. He told us so many stories in that trophy room. Rangers are the most successful team in the world, and to see the trophy room, all the history and all the stories behind every little thing in that trophy room was really interesting to hear. It's not just about the football in there as well. They've won awards, for generations of families working as staff as at Rangers Football Club. You could see in that trophy room that Rangers have played football all over the world. They've played pre-seasons in Canada, America, Australia. They've obviously played in the Champions League, the Europa League. They've played many times in England, Northern Ireland. They've played teams like Ajax, Barcelona, Manchester United. They've really been all over the world, and it's just full of history in that room. One of my personal favourites was, I think they went on a pre-season game. I can't remember the full ins and outs of this story, but they was presented from Saint Etienne rather than the usual sort of Crystal Cup. They was presented a bike from the Tour de France. I thought that was really interesting. It was great to see the Scottish Cup in the Rangers trophy room as well. On the wall at the back of the room, you can see all 55 of the league-winning flags. They've obviously won the most ever league titles in Scotland. But it really is a great football club with a fantastic fan base. Also, a big shout out to the players before the game who stopped and in their own time, took selfies and signed people's things before their game. They stayed for quite a while and made sure they signed as many things as they possibly could. It was really good to see. But I really hope you have enjoyed today's video. It's definitely been one of my favourite ever videos to film. Thank you very much to my mum and dad for taking me up to Glasgow for my 16th birthday. I really have enjoyed it. But if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to give the video a like. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. And I'll see you in the next one, guys.